I'm John Hayden, and let's queer up sports. You may not recognize the name Jason Collins, but you should. He died yesterday, but his life has and will continue to affect athletes at all levels. In 2013, he became the first NBA player to come out as gay while still playing. Actually, he was the first active player of any Major League North American league, the NFL, the NHL, Major League Baseball. 13 years ago this month, he wrote an essay for Sports Illustrated, and the first line read, quote, "I'm a 34-year-old NBA center. I'm black, and I'm gay." He said the first person he told was an aunt, who said she'd known for years. Jason wasn't a superstar. He didn't have his own shoe or a deal with DoorDash, but he had courage. He played 13 years in the association and was on many playoff teams. He even played for a season after coming out. The world kept spinning, and the ball kept bouncing. After his career, he served as a global ambassador for the game and, by extension, our community. He said he didn't want to be the kid raising his hand to say he's different, but was glad to get the conversation started. Jason died from a brain tumor. He was only 47 years old. I remember this happening when it happened, and he was, like I said, he wasn't a major superstar, right? But he had courage, and it took so much at that time. And I'll tell you right now, there is no out NBA player in the league. He was alone then. If he were playing today, he would still be alone. But I know that kids are out there, and they're going to hear about this. The kids that need to know about him, this is going to get down.
In 2013, holy crap.
2013.
Yeah. You know, Jason Collins changed sports forever just by telling the truth. You know, no gimmick, no scandal, just courage. And every out athlete living freely today owes that man flowers, respect, love, thoughts, the whole entire nine. I mean, he will definitely be missed. Wow.
Absolutely.
What's sad is the fact that he was the only and is the only still to this day that you're saying in the NBA.
I don't know if there's been any other out between them, but I know at this moment there is no other.
Yeah, I mean that's still telling though of the organization and the lack of empathy and support.
Yeah,
I feel embarrassed that I didn't know who this person was. That I didn't know who Jason was. I followed. I mean, I'm not the biggest sports fan, but the other players that have come out, Nasser, there's been a few, and there've been a few other worldwide, and I've seen those stories, and I've read those stories, I've reported on some of those stories, but right here in the NBA, like I just don't feel like maybe our community did a good enough job of propping him up or giving him his flowers for all. He should have been a household name, and he should have been somebody that we were celebrating all the time, and I hope at least in his death we can celebrate that and leave some kind of legacy behind it. But you know, condolences to his family, and thank you for being such a trailblazer.
But knowing you, now you're going to go find out everything about him. I know how you are, Trini. And next time I see you, I read a book he wrote. What? He wrote a book? You know what I mean? Because that's how you roll. And that right there is the reason we do these stories, right?
I mean, this is before gay marriage. You know, like that was a huge deal. And I just feel like maybe we should have done a little bit more. I
have a theory on that, is that when he came out, when Carl Nassib that you referenced came out as a member of the football player for the Raiders, that people tried, like the people who really don't like the gays tried to just downplay it. It's like, oh yeah, see, we're fine with gays, and just sort of push it along, and in a way to make it normalized before it was normalized. They minimized the situation so that Jason didn't become this big hero to everybody, so that Carl doesn't become a big hero. That's my theory. I have nothing to back it up other than gut feeling and
I guess it could also be that he might not have wanted the attention, because some people are like, I will acknowledge it, but this is not my identity, and I don't want to be discriminated against. Maybe he had a part in that as well.
And we have to also remember the fan base of most of these sports. I mean, look at the backlash that the NFL is getting with male cheerleaders, and so I mean, unfortunately, again, it says a lot about our country and you know, our institutions.
Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.